Hello, this is about my life and childhood, and this is a very, very shocking story, real life story of when I was younger, and my grandmother and paternal aunt, were with me. Were in Karachi, and I have to say that. I'm going to speak about the Sajwanis. So not all Sajwanis are like my grandmother was and my aunt Zakia. Sorry, I have to take this name. And looking back at their clever connivingness, I'm not even sorry now to reveal the true identity. And then later on, how they made me. And now if I panic like I did previously with that video, and I said some things that discriminatory things against that cousin once I uploaded a video, and these panic attacks and such insulting remarks against that male cousin, so that you may know where I'm coming from. And now I was contemplating the past, because sometimes in your retirement time also we contemplate, and at that time I had no time to contemplate. I was taking a moment in my childhood innocence. You know that there's an American song also on that. When we were young and innocent, and nothing mattered but the moments we were in. So one thing is, Nadia Ali from Laili Begum School, Auntie Laili Begum School, Iranian school near my house, helped me. And another thing was that I was resilient. And but it really, I wasn't analyzing the whole truth behind it, but it seems that first it seemed that they wanted me to feel bad that I spoke about Atiq and Zakia auntie in Karachi before my grandmother and my aunt left for Dubai for good. So I'm going to show you, and I hope you can see this, how they made me feel bad and then punished me so badly, and then used this cousin of mine later on also to tantalize, not be normal with me but abnormal. And I've seen some faithful people, like childhood love, and they have gotten married. Even in the school I've seen, and I was happy to see one couple from my CAS school. They were like he Ranja. I call them he Ranja. So they're married now, and they were friends in school, and they were committed to each other. And so another one, but I'm not going to take their names, another one in CAS, very committed, and then they got married later. The boy went to America for higher studies, came back and married the love of his life, something like that, in school, from school. Sorry, I just paused, and I got on to something else I want to say, is that we have to come back to how I would have felt so guilty. Why would you feel so guilty? I can't explain this. Sorry, there's something wrong with me. I've wanted good for them. They didn't want good for me. And they wanted me to feel guilty. Sorry, yes. But being Allama Rashid Torabi Radiallahu anhu's prayer. So I felt that, no, in retrospect, I should be blessed from birth. So every child is blessed, but this is just an extra blessing or something, or proof telling me that I'm not what my grandmother and my aunt wanted me to become and were making me into. So like, this is the way. If you can take their cleverness, my God, I hope no one does this, taking their intelligence. That time they were extremely intelligent. So these adults do something and then it comes out of the child's mouth. I'm wondering because you see, who was in the wrong? They made me feel like I was in the wrong. So a part of the punishment was like, it's okay for the child, or like it's like the circumstances where what's that sorry, I forgot that word, where some of the reasons I can't explain. I have a block. So anyways, we'll go to my mother's time. She used to say she was only 13 when she got married into this house, this family, and how she was tortured in this family. I was like a baby in her arms. My brother was in her tummy. She was pregnant with my brother, and they used to say, clean our bathroom, and torture her. So she never forgot that, and she would keep repeating that. So if they're going to tell me that I was a bad girl, something against my grandmother's daughter, my aunt, came out that shouldn't have come out, and I needed to be punished. So what they did was they even allowed the servant to bring 4 or 5 friends in the afternoon who would be laughing and mocking at what's happening to me there in the servant quarter by our cook. So this was a way of my grandmother to say that you don't bring out my daughter's secrets. But it can't be, because before I did that, they have already tortured my mother. My mother wasn't someone else's daughter. She was only 13 years old when she left her house to come to a new house and to take my father's mother and call her mummy, take her as a mother. But did she really get a mother? Or she got a torturing woman? So do not think of this, but I've told you. I mean, I don't know how to stop this. If you want to punish someone, sorry, but don't do it. You may think that your grandchild is bad and has spoken about what she's seen her aunt do, And so, and that maybe not really in details, but just that she doesn't like that man, Atik, and her aunt meeting or something. I don't know the exact words, but it had something to do with Atik and Zakyanti. And but in details I didn't go. So that's like, if you want to be really clever, God forbid, like my grandmother. But I'm not sure that what were they trying to do? Make me feel bad? I don't know. How shall I say this about this case of mine? What did they want? Actually, they just wanted an excuse. Yes, that's it. They wanted an excuse to hurt a child of my mother. And before that, hurting my mother. That's it. And what clever people. They wouldn't do it just like that, you know, just sending the child like that. But a whole plan of this thing went for them, that the child would speak against Atik and Zakyanti meeting or fooling around, and her grandmother would then send her with the knowledge. I sensed that Zakyanti was a conspirator, a partner in this, criminal partner with her mother against me. And I don't want anyone to feel bad now. I'm sorry, I don't have proper words and I'm being sarcastic. Things have not changed. Earlier they had the intelligence, they had the means by which they could get away. Even in Karachi American School, I would not be surprised if they made all this planning. They're very intelligent, very clever. I mean, sorry, not intelligent in the heart way or through God's intelligence. They're satanically intelligent. Oh my God. Can you believe this now? Because that's why. No one to trust. Oh my God. I mean, sorry. And I haven't spoken well about this. I don't know. I kind of go off, become illogical and broken sentences and things. So please forgive me. I'm here to expose what happened to me in my childhood, the clever, cunning, conniving intelligence of my grandmother and Aunt Zakia. So if you embarrass my daughter a little bit, that's what the message of my grandmother to me. We will be embarrassing you to some height. That's why the cook's friends would come, 4 or 5, and be laughing at an act objectionable done to a child. I think 3.5. Before I was 5, 6, and then they left for Dubai for good. Oh yes, and just after my father's brother, eldest brother, left with his family, and then their things started on me, their cleverness and cruelty on me. And I hope you will not hold this against the The Sajwani family is big. There are many Sajwanis. This is only about my grandmother, who has passed away now, and my paternal aunt, Zakia Mohsen Sajwani. She's married now. She has many kids, and it's all over. They will not be able to do this again. She's got a lovely husband. My father always praises him. And so, yes, this side, my grandfather's children. That's so only this Mahsin Jawad Sajwani's children. It's and more on my grandmother and Zakia auntie. And I'm sorry, this is the only way I can speak about it. So that is it for now. Thank you so much. I hope you have learned something. I don't want to act good, but this is a sincere thingy, and I'm so shocked now. I'm in my mid-age, looking back, and it's coming back to me, and all the intentions and motives behind all this that they made me go through, and what they wanted me to think, feel, but not why this was happening, like the embarrassment towards, her daughter must have felt embarrassed, and so I would, as a child, but what about my mother before that? So, do you get it? Chilling, shocking, thrilling.